Put your phone down.
That's the motherfucking podcast intro. And I can't put it in the podcast, so I just did it. I don't give a fuck.
Why can't
Shut
you
up.
put it in the podcast? I don't get it.
Because I can't open. We'll talk about this after the goddamn show, bitch. Show's
Send it
live.
to me. I'll put it on the goddamn podcast.
You don't know how to do that. I just taught you how to YouTube. What are you talking
Send
about?
Send it to me. Bet.
Holly Holm knocked out Betch Correia with a ridiculous rear question mark kick.
Nobody cares, though. Everybody expected that.
I expected it.
If you didn't expect it, you're an idiot. Anybody who lost money on that fight's stupid.
I wonder what the odds were for that fight because they couldn't have been that close.
About 1,000 to 0.
I think that's how
There's
odds
no way
work.
to win money on. Yeah, it is this time because she had 0 chance. There's no way she was winning that fight. Betch Correia only does good with somebody who's going to stand in the middle with it.
Ronda Rousey stood in the middle. Ronda Rousey stood in the middle.
Rousey put her against the cage.
That's because she decided to back up like you do. The fuck you backing up for? The fuck you backing up for?
It's a good question. You was backing up against Dirty Dan. It's not backing up. That's the problem. It's the not looking. That's the problem.
True.
If I was backing up looking at him, I'm still putting people down. I just don't look at him.
When I was getting backed up, I was getting punched and thrown through the fucking air with the punches. But I'll still head up, throw them back. Yeah, I remember.
He did exactly what Goodwin told us was going to. He did exactly what Goodwin said he was going to do.
And what was
I
that?
feel like Goodwin told him to come right at you. Remember, Goodwin asked me, how's Nick going to do if somebody comes right at him and hits him in the face? So I feel like he told Dirty Dan to come right at you.
And what did you respond?
I don't remember the exact words, but I told him, I was like, I don't really know. I was like, Nick doesn't get hit in the face very often. I was like, I've seen a couple people tag him and he did it and he was fine. What did he say after that? And he said something else after I told him that. And he was like, I know he's good. I just need to know how he's going to react. And I was like, well, I don't think he's going to get hit in the face, but he's tough if he does. And then after the fight, I went up to him and I asked him, what'd I tell you?
What'd he say?
He just kind of like smiled and shook my hand. He doesn't like me. He doesn't like talking to me. Motherfucker.
He doesn't like any of us. He said the damn he said at the end of our fight on the commentary, he said, I'm sure we'll be seeing him fighting back home real soon or something like that. And we hit him up and he told us no, both of us for the card.
Yeah, I've talked to him at like every fight, and I don't ever get put on his cards.
Have you've been on one, right?
He wouldn't share the promo vid. He told us he wouldn't share the promo vid unless we fought for it, but he won't offer us fights.
What a son of a bitch.
Fuck up. No, I only fought for him in Sturgis.
True. We're lucky to even have gotten that. He needed last-minute fill-ins. He knew Team NicaGene was going to step up and take the last-minute fight.
I wouldn't have if it wasn't Sturgis.
No way. You're a son of a bitch. You told me you just wanted the free trip.
Oh, yeah. I didn't give a fuck about that fight. That's why, I was smiling walking out. I didn't even care. I was just having a fun time in Sturgis.
Would have been nice if you'd have got a knockout, though, like you should have.
Oh, yeah. I did really well for not fucking training or giving a fuck.
I was so pissed that you refused to spar with me during that camp.
Everybody did.
Nobody sparred with me.
Nobody sparred with you.
Not even that big black dude.
We had 5 guys fighting, and nobody sparred with you.
I'm not even good. I'm just tall.
I rolled a lot.
I did nothing. I hit the bag. Marco did the drill where he fucking spun me 100 times.
Oh, my gosh. Why did he do that? It'd be like getting rocked, man. Shut the fuck up.
He might be correct, though, because whenever I pass out, like when I stand up too quick and I start passing out, I'll just start throwing punches. to fucking to imitate getting rocked in the fight, and it works. Maybe you should, you son of a bitch.
Maybe.
How about this? Have him spin you, and then just keep your head up. Just don't duck the chin. Take a ruler and tape it here. And tape it here. Then someone punches the ruler and fucking impales you. So I'm trying my fucking hardest to get the fucking results for Fight Night 111, Holm versus Correa.
Hey, I know.
What?
Rafael dos Anjos beat Tarek Safadine by unanimous decision.
Shut that fucking dog up. Shut that dog up.
Beat Dong Hyun Kim by decision.
Well, Andrei Arlovsky got beat too.
Yeah, but he's old and like fucking should be dead anyways. He doesn't deserve to be fighting anymore.
Should be dead? Fight. Would you shut your dog up, that loud cocksucker?
There's nothing I can do about it.
Just go smack him. What do you mean there's nothing you can do? He's a fucking pit bull.
I know.
Hit him with the fucking brick. He'll listen.
No, he doesn't care. He eats cement. He chews on pieces of cement. All right.
Why are there so many fucking Asians in this card? Jesus Christ.
Because it was.
Where's this card? Oh.
I just told you. You're son of a bitch. You know who's from Singapore?
Your fucking daddy. What the fuck? There's a delay, you cocksucker. Why you gotta be an asshole?
No. That's part of my job. Tila Tequila's from Singapore, and she doesn't think that Hitler was a bad guy. Did you see that shit, dog?
I saw you share something about Tila Tequila being a fucking dumb bitch, but I didn't actually read it. Learn the fans. Okay.
So I knew she believed in flat Earth. I was just like, all right, maybe she's just a dumb girl. I'll chalk that one up. Me and my girl were reading her Wikipedia page, and she says Hitler wasn't a bad guy. She's like pro-Nazi. She was like, Hitler wasn't doing a bad thing. And she directly quoted that she wants to be the Asian version of Hitler.
Now, my question is that was she smart enough or dumb enough rather to go into detail about what parts of Hitler's, I guess, life accomplishments she liked? Like, was she raped by a guy with a big nose as a kid or some shit? Like, what the fuck?
No, she just liked that it was that they were taking everybody else out. But I don't think she understands how many Asian people died in World War II. I don't think she understands what Japan was like.
I don't think she understands.
But how crazy? You don't think Hitler was doing anything wrong? Just murking people. Just lined them up.
She understands that to get where you want, you have to get the people who don't want you to be where you want out of your way. I mean, the man had to do what he had to do.
She said Asia needs somebody like Hitler, and I want to be that person.
You're telling me that fucking Kim Jong-un isn't close enough? He
only hates South Koreans. He doesn't
imagine what would happen if North Korea wasn't dirt fucking poor with no resources.
Pathetic.
We'd get blown the fuck up.
That Michael Mallets dude that was on JRE that did like the fucking biography on Kim Jong-il, the dad. Super, he like talks about Korean shit. It's super crazy over there. Like the government runs everything. You're not allowed to leave. You can't leave North Korea if you're from there.
Oh, I doubt it. No way.
You have to bribe the border people. But then after they start bribing people, they put in a law that if you know somebody that has bribed somebody to like get to do like illegal activities, you have to tell them. So the border patrols were just taking the bribe and then telling on them and arresting them.
That's what I've always thought. Like with paying off cops and shit,
it works for a little bit until they decide they can take the money and just fuck you over.
Fuck that. Right off the damn bat, the very first time, and I'm getting the promotion.
Everybody there's a hostage. How crazy is that? The whole country's a hostage. When the dad died and they like recorded all those people weeping in the streets and like they're like clearly not even like upset, but they have to do this. If you don't weep hard enough, you got beat with like fucking nightsticks in the middle of the road.
Like, oh, you're not crying? Do we have to make you cry? You can't cry on your own, bitch. Sit
Not crying hard
down.
enough? Oh my god, it's so crazy. Why is everybody just okay with this? We're just letting this guy have a whole country be hostage. I feel like the UN should be like working against this.
There's a lot of shit that we should be regulating on this earth, but we don't.
We need to regulate that kind of shit or mind our own business. Why do we keep fucking meddling in stupid bullshit, making it worse problems that we don't need?
Well, it's because that's how we work. It's the instant gratification of monetary value increased. So they're not thinking about what this decision is going to be 5 years from now. They see what the 6-month effect is, the 3-month effect is. Fuck, they see the goddamn dollar sign today, and they'll fucking sign off on some shit.
I was just thinking about this last night. How much stuff do you think goes on behind the scenes that even the president doesn't know about? Because I feel like the president's just a puppet and he doesn't know shit.
No, they're like, look, you go out there, you say this, and if you don't do this, you're getting whacked. JFK was like, I'm the president, bitch. Watch this.
And then there was like 4 different hitmen on that motherfucker on one day. Got shot from 3 different angles.
Lee Harvey was not the only one.
There's a guy from the CIA, there was a guy from Russia, and there was a guy from Cuba, and they was all trying to take him out. Just happened to be at the same time. Everybody had hitmen out on him. And once he told him to fuck off, the U.S. gave the green light.
They're like, yep. Well, you know, he was trying to fuck with the Federal Reserve. They didn't want that.
He was doing a lot of shit they didn't want. That video is so fucked up, dude.
Which video?
I watched that shit in high school of JFK getting his fucking face blown off.
They said that his wife wasn't trying to grab his headpieces, but was trying to dip the fuck out.
It totally looks like that. Like, if you watch it in slow-mo, she's not reaching for nothing. She's trying to climb over the back of the car.
She's like, she just hears boom, sees his head explode like a fucking grape, and goes, I'm not going to be next.
Yeah, nobody. How do you react in this situation? You either freeze or you get the fuck out of there. I hope I get the fuck out of there.
I hope I open up my arms like this and go, what, bitch? I know, bitch. What's good?
If you got a gun, I might be a bitch.
Yeah, I've never had it. I've dealt with like getting shot at from, you know, like far away. It's not. I froze. Like I completely froze. It wasn't even funny. Like I can only imagine what went through the people's minds back when the fucking, you know, when the draft was around, when they'd fucking like the people who stormed the beaches in Normandy, and you're told to run straight, and you're like, all right, we got this, and you start running straight, and you see an entire battalion in front of you just get blown the fuck up, and you get smacked in the face with a tonsil. How the fuck are you supposed to react to that? I'm getting in the water and fucking laying flat like one of the other dead ones.
Oh, dude, even ever since I was a kid, I thought about that. I was like, if I ever do war, I'm just going to play dead and hope they walk over me at the end.
That's what the cockroach did in Narcos.
Yeah, you're right.
He laid down the dead bodies for a while. Yeah, spoiler alert, first episode.
Yeah, that's just terrifying. Imagine being in India and never seen a gun before, and some white dude just rolls up, capping your friends.
That's probably why millions of them.
What the fuck is that?
How many white people led the Trail of Tears? I was thinking about this a couple of days ago because
enough to have all them motherfuckers in check.
Well, that's not true because one person could have a fucking 100 people in check if the 100 people decide to listen. They just decided to listen.
I don't think they would. Maybe, but I doubt it.
With how many
people? Someone's bound to tell you to fuck off. They're gonna band together eventually. That's
how
but
not.
Has repeated itself.
I know, but that didn't happen. One of them would get shot. The rest of them would get scared. Women, children,
how long it takes
elderly.
to reload that fucking gun?
Oh yeah. Done. Then why didn't they just rush them? I would have rushed them. Sure, one of us died. Two of us died.
There had to be too many. That's what I'm saying. There's more than one. There's no way only one dude had all that.
They weren't feeding them or giving them water. You're gonna die anyway.
I know that.
Rush them.
They didn't want to rush them because they didn't want to get shot. They thought they weren't telling them they were going to nowhere. They didn't tell them, hey, we're going to walk until you motherfuckers die. They told them, oh, we're just going right down the block, dog. It's cool. A couple miles, we're going to be there to your new home that we got you. Nice, real nice land. Leave all your stuff. You don't even need it. Oh, there's a big-ass wasp in front of me. Oh.
I was watching. I saw your face drift off. You better stop him out.
Not in a position to. He's like in the air. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, it's so bright. Fucking wasp.
You going to the car?
Oh, I'm gonna go back in the shed.
Then what are you doing? Waiting for him to vacate?
I think he left behind me, but I don't know for sure.
You know what I was thinking about?
What?
When I was a kid, and God damn, when I was a kid, I used to be religious. I think a lot of us were if we grew up in a religious household. But I remember when we would like ask around, like, what religion are you? We'd hear like, you know, Mormon and Baptist and Seventh-day Adventist and Catholic. And the one time you heard someone who said they weren't religious, you were like, oh, you don't believe in God? You're going to hell. You're going to burn, bitch.
Aren't all those religions just like a form of Christianity, though?
They're all a fucking form of whatever the Egyptians believed. All the bases of it.
That there was probably people before the Egyptians that we just don't know about.
Well, it's probably people from fucking, of course, but let's stay on this fucking topic.
I mean, intelligent.
Let's stay on this topic. And I know, I agree with the lost civilizations, just like your buddy Graham Handpenis.
I like Graham and Randall Carlson. Smart dudes.
But why is religion at an all-time low right now? Because like I said, when we were kids, when someone said they were atheist or didn't believe in it, everyone freaked the fuck out. Like that was almost unheard of. The majority of people were religious from when I was a kid, from what I remember. Now, when I'm talking to someone, if they say that they still go to church and they're still religious, I'm fucking shocked.
All right. This is what I think about it.
So, I think you should go back in the shed so I don't hear the fucking... God. Well, it's fucking windy. That's why I'm not outside, bitch. I want to be outside, but it's windy.
Anyways, what I think about it is we all grew up with our parents who were raised in what? 60s? 50s? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the people raising them were their parents. So back when their parents were like growing up, there wasn't a lot of scientific advances. And the whole point of religion is to make people comfortable about stuff they don't understand. There's a lot more science now that explains what happened. And we grew up with, our generation is what grew up with all those fucking advances like rapidly.
And not to mention we have the internet so that it's all readily available access to any of us.
Exactly. And there's not as much bullshit in the world because you can just Google it. It's like, what's up? Real or not? Is Kung Fu legit?
I remember back when I was a little kid, my mom bought me like a fucking $3,000 or $6,000 super expensive encyclopedia set.
Oh fuck!
I got a free promotional encyclopedia set right here. Oh, I'm pretty sure she got it as a school write-off somehow. My mom wasn't paying that much.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like the $1,000 graphing calculators and shit.
I got that one. I got that for free too. And then someone stole it from me. Cocksuckers.
Why kids gotta be fucking stealing from people, man?
I don't know. Like, what's up with
kids?
In your area? You said there's a whole bunch of aren't there a whole bunch of little badass kids from that wannabe gang that are jacking people's cars and shit?
Not over here, but there's a lot of little shithead kids over at that trailer park. But I don't know.
Well, what do you expect? They're watching Trailer Park Boys.
I watch Trailer Park Boys, and I'm not a son of a bitch.
You're also not 7 years old. If I had Trailer Park Boys when I was a youth, I'd be a piece of shit. I am a piece of shit.
Dude, I was watching Family Guy and South Park and shit when I was a kid. My grandma didn't care. My grandpa didn't want
Yeah,
me
and if
playing
you,
no M-rated game or R-rated games, M-rated whatever. But my grandma was giving me GTA. You know what I'm saying? I was killing motherfuckers and shit, and I'm not a son of a bitch.
I remember when I was like when GTA 5 or GTA San Andreas first came out. I got my PS2 broke, so my mom went and bought me a new one, and GTA San Andreas came with it, and I didn't know what it. I knew what it was. They didn't know what it was. I'm like, I fucking plug it in, turn it on, and I'm listening to the intro, and he's like, and that's when shit got fucked up. My mom was like, nope, you can't play it. You bet your ass I played that son of a. You bet your ass I played that son of a bitch.
CJ
Also,
wasn't
I
ever
was.
fast enough, man. Or CJ couldn't aim at the motherfuckers on the train. Or CJ couldn't keep up with the train. Pissed me off.
All you had
Had
to
to use
do
cheat
was
codes.
follow the damn train, CJ.
But you got to get in the right position for him to shoot him. And if he don't shoot him, it's not my fault.
What I used to do is I used to get ahead of it, and I'd get an RPG, and I'd shoot the fuckers myself.
That's what I finally ended up doing. I'd speed way ahead up, and I'd get out the fucking auto rifle, and I'd just pick them off as they drove by. I used to get so mad.
I was listening to the Who's Right podcast the other day with Doug and Anthony, and they talked about this thing that I didn't know how to word for it, but it's called otherkin. Have you heard of this?
Is it like Foxkin and shit?
Tell me what foxkin is, and I'll explain to you what otherkin is.
Foxkin is when you're just a regular ass person, but you're pretty positive that you were supposed to be a fox. So you can like dress up as one and like fuck in the park and stuff, and like you can poop in the park now, shit like that. Yeah, pretty cool.
That's you're dead on. Otherkin is when you identify as an other you don't believe that you're completely human. So it's not that you're 100%, but you're a mix. So like your stardusts were mixed up with other stardusts when you were your daddy was coming inside your mom, I guess, or something. But apparently it's okay for them. They're allowed to dress up as like you can be a dragon, which people get their fucking teeth filed down and fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars like literally anything. You know what I'm gonna do?
I don't.
I believe I'm a fucking eagle, so I'm about to get on top of my house and flap my fucking wings and fly.
So if you identify as like alien otherkin, does that mean you're exempt from laws? I don't think laws apply to aliens, right? You can't arrest a dog.
I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't fall under your judicial court system. I'm from Mars.
Wolf.
The cop pulls you over, license and registration. You piss on his leg.
Oh man, that's so crazy to me. I don't care if you want to dress up as a girl or the other fucking gender. I don't care about that. But come on, nobody wanted to be a fucking fox before 2015. Definitely not before 2000. Nobody wanted to be a fucking fox. Everybody was a person.
Do you think that this wave of LGBTQRS LMNOP fucking multi-race transgender, they have transabled now. It's where if you feel as if your leg shouldn't work or you go get surgically like your leg chopped off because you feel like you should be disabled. Like that's a thing now too.
Well, that's like an older thing. There's something weird about that. That's like some kind of like real syndrome that's been going on forever, where people just like can't, like they think they only need one leg, and like after they get that one leg cut off, like they feel like free, like they feel way better. It's a really weird situation, but that's legit. But now they're making it into something that it wasn't before. Now it's a game. Now it's not like a real mental problem. Now it's like, oh, I just want to be.
Well,
like
if it's a mental problem, would you agree that multigenderism or whatever the fuck it's called is a mental illness? Is it a mental illness?
Because that's never been around before. That's just brand new. The needing a limb removed thing is like old as fuck. All this shit just popped up out of nowhere when people start being little pussies all the time. This is what happens when you're a pussy.
It's unfortunate, man, because people are doing it for attention. They see there is not a bigger fad on Facebook when it comes to like getting likes. Like social social media acceptance and accomplishments, number one is bashing Donald Trump. You'll get the most likes and attention there. And number two is fucking being a goddamn foxkin.
I don't get it. I don't know how we're gonna fix it. I don't think it's fixable. I don't. I think
Do you
we're fucked. I think it's just gonna keep going downhill and like everything gets more fucked.
Well, we saw how quickly. I mean, in the last 8 months, it has blown the fuck up. Maybe in the last year. I don't know how long, but it's been in an exponential rate. Do you think it's going to continue to climb at an exponential rate? Or are we going to be fucking?
Oh, we're fucked. Our vocabulary is going to be so limited legally by 2025.
Would you read 1984, you son of a bitch?
Hey, I've tried. I can't get into it, man.
Trust me.
I read like the first 2 chapters. And I see it going on in the real life, Nick. It doesn't matter. I don't want to read a book about it. I'm busy watching it.
God damn it. You fucking suck.
A lot of people think the Earth is flat too, so there's some stupid people.
Yeah, but that was people thought the Earth was flat in 20 fucking BC.
That's true. After people before them said it was round, the Dark Ages happened and they lost all the knowledge, and then Europeans were like, "Oh no, it's got to be flat, guys." JK.
Sons of bitches.
It is flat, man. You
Fix your camera.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it looks like you got a little Dustin Poirier P head. Nick's right in the middle. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Wait. I want to fuck everything up. Yeah. Better. Do you believe there are 78 genders or 100? I was reading the article and it said that there's like 68, and then those 68 have subcategories that can get up to about 4,000.
I don't want to talk about it.
And
there's 2.
Biological. They're only biological. It's not what you think.
I don't care what you want to be called. If you call it a man when you're a woman, I don't care. I don't care if you want to get your dick chopped off. But at the end of the day, biologically, your chromosomes are not going to change. You are XX or XY. There's no way around that. Maybe once we get further into gene manipulation, we could change that. But right now, there's no way around it. There's 2 biological genders. Obviously, there's fucking crazy situations where there's outliers, but very, very rarely does somebody get like both genitals or whatever.
So look, you start off with this. Your cock either goes inside of you or your cock goes outwards. It's one of the 2.
Well, even if you get both, your chromosomes still ain't gonna lie. You got XX or XY. There's no XYY.
But there is being gender fluid. You can wake up and feel like a girl one day.
That's fine. I don't care if you want to dress like a girl, get your dick chopped off. You want everybody to call you a girl, cool.
No, they only feel like a girl for that day. So the next day they might be a fox. The day after that they might be a fucking mermaid. And the day before that, maybe around noonish, they ate some tuna and they felt like a shark. And then they fucking went and they saw a tree and they're like, I'd love to climb that. I'm a fucking monkey because I have this urge to climb it.
Hold on. You said that's called gender fluid? That's a real thing?
Yeah, gender fluidity is a completely real thing, is where you don't feel this. Each day is different, Levi. You wake up
I think that's a great way to figure out which civilians we need to take out.
Look, this is what Doug said from the Who's Right podcast. He's like, look, if you want to wake up and feel like a woman, that's cool. He's like, to me, you're just a guy that feels like a chick. I'm sorry. He's like, look, some days I wake up and feel like a car mechanic. And I go out and work on my car. It takes me 3.5 hours to change a fucking headlight, and I realize I'm not a fucking car mechanic.
I see you share that. I was cracking up.
You might feel like whatever the fuck you want. You know, I feel like the best fighter in the world on a daily basis.
That's a super good point. Just because you feel like something doesn't mean you should do it.
And good, you know.
All the time when I'm running, I feel like walking, but I don't because I know it's a bad idea. Just because you feel something doesn't mean you should do it. It doesn't mean it's a good idea.
And even if you feel something and you decide to do it, doesn't make it fucking true. You can't stick feathers up your ass and call yourself a chicken.
You can call yourself whatever you want, but there shouldn't be laws protecting you as a fucking chicken.
And it doesn't make you a fucking chicken. I want a DNA test, bitch. If I take a DNA test to you, it'll tell me male or female based off the amount of testosterone in your fucking system. Cyborg is a fucking male, and you're not a goddamn foxkin.
How dare you?
How dare whom?
How dare you say that about Cyborg?
You know what? If you weigh more than me, can bench more than me, and can hit harder than me, you're a fucking guy.
How dare you? She is a lady. She is a beautiful woman.
Who the fuck's in the door?
Oh, Kim, fucking around.
I saw it through the fucking crack, and it freaked me the fuck out. I thought it was the damn, I thought that was the storage door. I'm like,
it was. And it smells like mothballs now.
Oh. Well, ask her why she's fucking up productions.
She even turned the light off.
She turned it on?
It's daylight. Yeah, it's daylight.
All right, hey, going back to the whole gender thing. So we understand that, at least in America on our internet sites, this is humongous, correct? But how...
It's pretty big in Europe, too.
I was about to say, how widespread is it? Because if there are 78 or 64, I'm sure someone out there who doesn't know if they have a cock or a clit is going to fucking correct me. But if there's X amount of fucking gender pronouns out there, are those pronouns also, are there translations in other languages? Do other languages have fucking, if you go over to fucking Africa, they're going to click at you whether they want to be a Zer or not.
All right. I know for sure it's pretty big in Europe and in China. But I think this kind of stuff happens when life's too easy. You don't have enough struggles. Everywhere else, if you're in Russia, you're struggling, dog. You don't got time to be a fucking fox kid. You grow up in Africa, you're struggling to survive. You don't got time to worry about being a fox. This only happens when you're fucking fed with a silver spoon and there's no struggles in your life.
And the only reason why it's in China is because China just copies our extremities.
No, we kind of copied them, dude.
No, everything that gets fucking huge in America gets huge in China like a month later.
No, everything starts there like Pokemon and shit. Get out of here. Pokemon is enormous. Japan and China. Enormous.
Yeah, but they're trends. They're trends, like the trends that pop up overnight, the shit that, like the fashion trends. They get that from America. Yes, they do.
They've been doing scene girls way before us.
Scene girls aren't big anymore.
But they still do them, but they did them first, and they're still doing it because it's like a lifestyle over there.
Man, that's one fucking thing. Can we get back to the fucking topic?
We just steal our trends from shit they do all the time.
No, we don't.
Whatever.
They steal our shit.
Whatever. Like I said, it only happens when you're fucking living in some weak-ass country that there's no fucking bears chasing you down.
And that's 100%. It's unfortunate, but with human life, if you don't have struggles being presented to you on a daily basis, you will create struggles for yourself.
That's why life's hard, though. You have to overcome struggle. If you don't, you're just going to be a fat piece of shit. Like, even going to the gym when you're doing a fucking, hitting that last rep, you're fucking struggling. And if you don't do it, you're not going to reap those benefits. Like, everything that's beneficial in my life has been difficult to an extent. Very rarely is something worthwhile and easy as fuck.
True. It's not
fucking hard.
It's not the destination, it's who you become along the path to get there.
And if you don't fucking overcome the struggles, you become a little bitch.
I'm happy that I fucking labeled this an MMA podcast.
Yeah, who cares?
Did you ever write
and appreciate us already?
Did you write down your topic list?
Definitely not, because I fell asleep.
Do you remember anything from it?
Well, I had the home card on there. I forgot dude's name because I didn't write it down, but that congressman got shot in Virginia the other day at the fucking Democrat versus Republican baseball game, and 5 other people got shot too.
I thought there was a lot more.
No, 6 people total got shot. The important guy and then 5 other people.
But apparently there were multiple other mass shootings on that day. Like, that wasn't the only one.
There was something going on in Los Angeles at like a bookstore or some shit. Where somebody opened fire.
I wonder if in England are king size beds called presidential beds?
Shut the fuck up. Why? Why would that be a thing?
Because we have presidents and we have king beds. They have kings. They have president
They didn't come
beds.
from here. They didn't come from here. They had beds before we had presidents, Nick.
No, they did. They were beds. They were beds. You can't
Shut
consider
the
those
fuck
things
up.
back then beds. They probably used fucking like grass clippings and shit. You son
You
of a
weren't
bitch.
even there. They were pretty civilized. We came over here and made a whole fucking country. We could cross oceans. You don't think they had beds?
What kind of beds? You think they had fucking memory foam, you cocksucker?
No, but the size is still going to be relevant. You never said anything about the quality of the fucking beds, of the presidential beds. It's a size. A king bed is a size, Nick.
Well, look, they had fucking cars back then, but you can't call them. You can't fucking. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can't.
Up. They didn't have cars back then.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at one point they had cars, but you cannot compare the Model T to a fucking Lamborghini, you son of a bitch. They both might be a car, but that's not the same goddamn thing. The beds they had back then are not the same beds they had today. Those are not the same beds.
It would be the same size.
Well, look, they had fucking centimeters.
Hey,
look,
hold on.
no. Shut the fuck up.
How revolutionary are beds? How much can you revolutionize a fucking bed? It doesn't have an engine. You can't change all of it. It's a fucking bed, Nick.
No, but if it starts,
you ever played Skyrim? They're the same beds.
No, they're not.
Nordic days, Nick. In the Nordic days, they had the same beds we have now.
They have memory foam. They have memory foam that changes temperatures and sizes and can fucking raise up one end and fucking drop the other and raise the elevation and fucking vibrate.
They didn't have those 10 years ago. They didn't have those 10 years ago, and the king bed's still the same fucking size as it was 10 years ago.
Well, guess what? They used to have fucking centimeters in the metric system. Now we use inches. We change sizes and measurements all the fucking time.
No, the king's the king. That's simple.
A king's a king, a president's a president, but they might be two different kinds of beds.
So you're telling me after we came over here and made America, Europe was like, you know what? They did a good job. Let's just make a new bed, presidential. Boom. They fucked us up, but you know what? We'll just make a bed after them. Sounds like a plan. Shut the fuck up.
Do you think that back then when we fucking came over and colonized that they had twins, foals, queens, kings, Cali kings, and whatever the fuck the rest of them are? Big Texans or whatever the fuck those are called?
So
no, they didn't have.
So when the fuck did they start calling them presidential beds, huh?
When the fuck they start calling them kings? When they start calling them kings? You don't fucking know.
God. You don't know.
You don't fucking know.
You're just making this up.
Well, so are you, bitch.
They're not even a real thing, and you're trying to argue about it. You're trying to make something real that's not real.
No, I was fucking around, and you decided to argue about it, so I took the challenge, and you lost.
Because you're fucking around about something that's not real.
You're not fucking real. We're all fucking figment of my imagination.
Now you're just making stuff up again.
No, I'm not. You're not real.
I know you're really tall and you think about beds a lot, but you can't just make shit up. I know a presidential bed would be ideal for you, but it's not a thing.
I can hope, can I?
You ever laid on one of them California kings, though? Them motherfuckers are dope.
I have a regular king, and it's pretty dope.
Nana had a fucking California king. We had to use ratchet straps to fold it up like a taco to move it up the stairs into the house.
Oh, I know. I had to do that multiple fucking times.
Ridiculous. I got a queen, I think. I had a twin for the longest, so.
Oh, so did I. You know what's funny? I never had a female turn me down because of a twin bed.
Never.
Never once. Never once.
Never. Not even close.
I could have put them on the wood floor and they wouldn't have cared.
For sure.
And my twin bed was on fucking wheels. It moved back and forth.
You remember the other day when there was a red spider crawling on your microphone? Well, I just
there's about
my phone.
Well, guess what? I was gonna actually talk to you about that. I was looking at the Bob doll. I should have killed it because they're fucking everywhere.
They might be beneficial though. Look at what kind of spiders they are.
Well, I'm gonna be hitting the Bob today, and I'm gonna be killing a lot of them. So
you don't ever hit the fucking Bob.
Yeah, I do. I hit the Bob more than you hit it, bitch.
So I'm busy hitting moving targets.
You just said you get upset when you have to practice and not lift. Fuck you.
It's just in like the last couple weeks since my last fight.
What do you
Still
want to
ain't
get?
work.
You want to get your swole back on or something?
I do. I miss being big.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Reminiscent.
Think
I
about
was
how.
big and shredded. I wasn't big and fat.
Well, so was I. I was 40 pounds heavier and still had a six pack.
Have you ever not been shredded in your life though? With the high metabolism.
Yeah, I was fat as a kid. I was fat as a little one.
Before you hit your growth spurt though, right?
No, no, I hit my growth spurt quick, but I was still a little chubby.
I got kind of fat one time.
It was, yeah, you were like my fucking weight. There was I don't know why, but there was, like, growing up with all the black kids, like, I was obviously always the slowest one, like the least athletic one. And I remember,
black kids.
well, they sure as fuck weren't white. They sure as fuck weren't white.
Obviously, I was the slowest one.
Well, they're obviously more physically gifted than me because when slavery happened, we decided to make the ones that bred the super fucking swole jacked ones so they have more swole genetics in their fucking blood pool throughout. And that's fucking facts. Oh, how dare I speak facts that might be controversial? Who's going to say something?
You're racist.
Oh, I must be because I'm telling them they're fucking muscular and shredded.
Hey, I've seen many of fat black people. I've seen many of slow black people too.
And I've seen way more black athletes than I have white athletes.
No way.
Name an NBA team that has more white people on it than black.
That's just one sport. Name a hockey team that has more black people on it than white.
And which one's more physically fucking challenging?
Hockey.
You're fucking lying.
Hockey, dude. Can you ice skate? I can shoot a basketball. Can you ice skate? Because I fucking can't.
Can you dunk a basketball?
Especially that fast.
I can't ice skate.
You know how tiny a puck is? You gotta fucking watch that thing all day and scoop it around with a stick while you're skating on ice.
You know how big LeBron James is? You know how difficult that he keep that man from fucking the post? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but all he has to do is slam dunk a ball.
All you have to do is get a puck into a net.
Baseball's way harder too. Just because baseball is way harder too. Like to hit that ball going 100 miles per hour. Good luck.
Name a football team that has more white people on it than black.
That's another sport though, but we can change sports. Some sports black people are good at, some are white are good at.
Can you not agree that as a fucking whole, black people are more athletic and have more fast twitch muscle fibers than white? Genetically.
What kind of white people?
Europeans. European descent.
If you plug Russians into that mix, no, we win every time.
Russians don't have fast twitch. Russians are tough and strong.
Russians are white though.
But they don't have fast twitch. They got mental strength. That's the only
thing that decides if you're good at fucking sports, Nick.
Would you just let me get back to the original fucking point, you fucking controversial, arguing piece of shit? And it's the truth and you know it.
Because you're racist and I don't want to have this conversation anymore.
Race is based off of why, you stupid fuck.
Because you said obviously all the black kids are faster than you.
Because I was tall, awkward, and lengthy and could barely put one foot in front of the other.
You're tall, you got the long stride, you shouldn't have been slow. Don't blame the blacks.
There's short blacks that are fucking faster, swole. I can't do it. Anyway, back to the original topic before you decide to get all fucking butthurt on me. You must be gay because you're butthurt. You getting fucked in the ass? Your ass sore?
Uh-uh.
All right, I'll go on then. There was one summer where it all changed. Like where I just like, I don't know, butted up again. I finally got to where they were, I guess. Look, man, I have black friends in fucking 8th grade who have more muscle mass than I have on me now.
What are you trying to tell me? Where are you going with this? Why are you just obsessed with how big black people are right now? I don't get where you're going.
Because we were talking about me being fat as a kid and not athletic. And I said, you said, were I fat my whole life? And I said, changed at one point.
So your proof of not being athletic is because the black kids were faster than you?
No, that was just something that I observed.
But why couldn't you just say the other kids were faster than me?
Because there weren't, because the other white kids weren't. It was all the black ones.
But why did you have to specify their race? Why did that matter?
I didn't specify their race. I specified the color of their skin. They were darker than me, and they were faster than me, and they were stronger than me, and they all were, and I don't think it was a fucking coincidence. because I was doing the same
Why
shit
couldn't
they were
just be-
doing.
Hey, chill out. Why couldn't they just be bigger, faster, stronger? Why'd they have to be black? You didn't even say bigger, faster, or stronger. You just said they were faster than me because they were black.
Because I had to be
You
specific.
didn't say these kids were faster. Why though? It doesn't matter if they were
Why
black or
not?
not. I don't understand.
You're right. It doesn't matter. So why are you talking about it? It doesn't matter if they're bigger, faster, stronger, neither. They're still kids. Why do they have to be bigger, faster, stronger kids? They're still human beings. We can generalize this as far as we want, and we can specify it as far as we want. And I specified them as being dark.
You didn't even say dark. You said black.
Black.
That's pretty
Fucking.
specific.
All right.
I think you're racist.
I find
I think
this color is the kids that were
Hey.
faster than me. This fucking
Hey.
color.
Your hand signals are showing me a lot of microaggressions right now, and I'd really like it if you would relax.
Can I also say that the people who are faster than me that were this color could not use this device effectively on their own hair?
How dare you? You know what's really fucked? The fastest kids at my school were all white. And we had black kids in my school. One of the best wrestlers in the state I went to school with my whole life, and he wasn't the fastest kid. But the rich white kids were always the fastest kids in my schools. The rich
think that's
preppy kids, they were always.
You think that's because they had the best nutrition?
No, I think it's just probably because they've like done more activities. Probably they had more options available, so they were doing more shit. I guess. The successful work ethic from the parents, maybe.
That's
But
the
it was
difference.
always the rich white kids.
But that's the
white
difference
girls,
between
too.
old money. That's the difference between old money and new money. And no, the little black girls in my school were by far the fastest. Those fucker
once
girls were
I
quick.
got to high school, dude, there was this little black girl. She was like a fucking gazelle. Gone. Every time.
Oh,
we
why
did
she-
a mile.
Why'd she have to be black? Why couldn't she been a gazelle in the mile? Why she could be a good 1 mile runner? Why'd you have to be black? Why'd you specify? You're
Because-
fucking racist too.
Hey, you want to know why I specified? Because I was just talking about the white kids that were fast, and when I got to high school, finally a non-white kid was faster. You just came out
And-
of nowhere with their black. I was comparing to.
I was comparing too. At one point in my life, the blacks were faster than me, and then after a summer, I was as fast as the blacks.
You're telling me there was no white kids faster than you before that? Never a white kid's been faster than you? Never? Never a
Not
Mexican kid?
Not the vast majority of that race or that color of people.
So you're telling me over 50% of blacks were faster than you as a kid?
Everyone in my neighborhood was black besides me, Levi. I didn't have
So
very
that's
many
not all
white
of
people to
them.
base off of.
You had the white friends. You know,
I did have the
Joe
white
Perez.
friends, but I had
Joe Perez
way.
is white.
Joe Perez is Mexican.
Flip that kid. Strictly from his mom. White. He's blonde.
He got the height from his dad.
How many blonde Mexicans are there?
A lot.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
Naturally blonde
Never lied.
Mexicans? No.
There's a lot.
No, there's not. You're making that up right now.
We both defy a lot as different terms. So fuck you.
Shut up.
Exactly. You ain't got none, bitch.
No, I'm not arguing with stupid. It's going to make me sound stupid when I'm not.
You're just stupid as it is, you stupid bitch.
That was a good one. You used stupid twice. We're close together. That's usually
You know what? My tongue almost slipped up, so I'm glad that it didn't. Also, going back to this whole racist thing, do I need to pull up screenshots before you had your last fight?
I don't really care. It is what it is. Fuck that dude. We can run it back tomorrow.
He was just a guy that you were fighting, but there was one specific trait that he had that you wouldn't stop mentioning when describing him.
I had never fought a black person before.
A what?
It was new to me. A
A
black
what?
person. Black person.
That's not the word that I remember being used.
Well, you're going to have to pull up screenshots then.
It was only 3 letters, but I can't remember what it was. I'll just drop it.
The big black person. BBW.
That was the BBW? The BBW?
Yeah, big black woman.
You said big black person.
No, but the actual
Porn name.
thing. It's not just porn. It's for prostitution too.
Well, fuck me. It's for prostitution. You're actually getting fucked instead of fucking yourself.
What?
Are we gonna talk about MMA at any point in this goddamn channel?
We did. We already talked about it. Sergey Kovalev and Andre Ward run it back tonight.
We're gonna do a fight campaign for that shit.
I think Kovalev should have won the first fight. I think they fucked him.
Kovalev's a monster.
Killed somebody in the ring.
Did he?
He killed another man in Russia. Yes, he killed somebody boxing. There's a video of the dude being carried on a stretcher. Like, he didn't die then, but he died in a hospital after they took him there.
The brain swollen?
Must have been. I don't know. I don't speak Russian.
Everyone know goddamn subtitles?
No, not on the YouTube. Remember when he beat the fuck out of Bernard Hopkins? Beat the fuck out of him.
Kovalev was the one that beat the fuck out of Bernard?
He's not the one that knocked him through the ropes, but he beat the fuck out of him before that. Like, that's when everybody put Kovalev, like, in the mix after he beat Bernard Hopkins. Whooped them all up and down the ring. Fucked them up.
Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev kicks off at 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's in Las Vegas.
Who's on the undercard? Probably nobody since that promotion.
Yeah, Share Dog's a piece of shit. They're not telling me fucking nothing.
I don't know why you still use Share Dog. I don't ever use it for anything.
I just clicked the first fucking link, bitch. I'm going to SB Nation. Well, it says full list of undercard fights, and Rigondeaux is the face of it. So
he better not be on the undercard of anything. I will riot in the fucking streets.
Rigondeaux's the co-main, dog. Rigondeaux's the co-main.
Oh, I gotta watch. Now I gotta stream my companion for sure. Yes.
He's fighting that Moses Flores dude.
I don't know him, but he's gonna get boxed up. I seen the preview though. He's gonna get boxed up.
This is gonna be crazy.
Rigondeaux's got to fight
Vasily Lomachenko's.
He's so good. He's probably the best in the world right now.
You think he beats Rigondeaux?
I don't know who would win that fight, but right now I think you got to rank Lomachenko higher just because he gets more high caliber fights. Because everybody's scared of Rigo. They're gonna get boxed up and not get shit from the pay-per-view.
They're like, yeah, I'm 24-0. I'm gonna make $5,000 and I'm gonna get fucking whooped. What the fuck is this shit? This happens every goddamn video.
We're shutting it down.
We can't shut it down.
I gotta go fishing. I gotta take the kids fishing. We gotta go get Dayton too.
Well, what's Eastern time in comparison to me?
It's at 10 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
It'll be 8 o'clock your time because it's 9 o'clock for me.
All right, so it's 8 o'clock my time. When do you think that Rigondeaux is gonna fight? Like maybe like 7 or 6?
The main card the whole fucking card starts at 8, dude.
Really?
Yes, not just they don't know when one fight's gonna start because they don't know how long the other ones are gonna go.
Well, I get that, but they still. But for main and I'm saying with the main event, fuck it.
We'll look it up. We'll figure it out, and we'll fucking.
I thought that it was saying that the coverage for just that championship fight started at that time because that's the only fight they had on their fucking. Sherdog doesn't even have Rigondeaux listed. What a bunch of dumb cunts.
Well, I'll figure it out, and then like one of us can post a video like 10 seconds telling them what time to fucking tune in for the shits.
For sure. So you heard it here. There's gonna be a video coming up soon-ish. Probably not. Telling you when we're gonna live stream the fucking.
Getting jacked.
Nothing.
Where's your triceps at?
My triceps right there. That thing.
Triceps. That's probably my favorite muscle group to work. Triceps. More than chest.
I think that the only muscle I have is decent is the fucking forearms now. Everything else has fucking died off.
You got all the good striations because you have low body fat.
Striations, as the Hodge twins say.
It's not even a real word, dude. They made that up.
Striations?
Yeah.
Did you Google it?
I sure did one time. It's not even a real word.
Look at the feathers. Look at the striations. Fucking hilarious. They've done exactly what they wanted to do in life and got rich. Look at Jax's fucking thighs. Look how jacked his legs are.
His thighs and his ass.
Huge.
Oh, lazy bastard.
If we could just do what the Hodge twins did, we'd be done. Is we done?
Yeah, we're gonna be done. But hey, we should just try fast food and make funny videos about it.
That's what Gio and I used to do, and we got good views.
We should do it.
Well,
no, I don't want to eat the fast foods. I haven't had
well, actually, hey, I was going to tell you about this. I have 2 ideas. Jordan used to own a food truck for a year, and she watches those DIY like food videos all the time. We're going to start doing them. I was wondering, do you mind if I put those on the channel?
Let's just make a third channel. Make it NicaGene food channel. Because I be cooking shit up all the time too. Kim be killing it.
Then why don't we put it on this channel then? Why don't we just make a section for it?
The more channels, the better.
No.
The more channels, the better. Yeah.
No.
All the popular channels got like 4 different channels.
Well,
the average millionaire has 7 different streams of income.
YouTube's one stream.
What are the little rivers that come off of big rivers?
Inlets?
No, what are they? Like runoffs or whatever.
They're streams.
Those two. We need those.
But
too,
I'm down, and also I'm gonna do a. I'm planning on doing a what's it called? A series on this channel that's called Learning Southpaw.
For sure, I'm switching southpaw too, but I don't got time to record my shits at the gym.
That's how I'm gonna force Jordan to hold pads for me.
I just be shadow boxing right up in Coop's face. I'd be leg kicking her sometimes and shit.
Oh yeah, I teep kick Jordan all the time. She doesn't like it.
I do it, but I'm nice about it. I hit her in her hip, so it still stops her, but I don't hit her in the stomach.
Shout out to JBL. Shout out to Flat Broke Records for the incoming mic. Shout out to the Who's Right podcast for the fucking the goddamn logo. And most importantly, shout out to Team NicaGene for making this shit happen.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck Team NicaGene.
All right, we're done.
Come back tonight, bitches. Rip.